Hello, YouTubers, and welcome to the test. Recently, I put out a Tier 4 Karlsruhe and a Tier 4 Phoenix ship review video, so I thought that I'd go ahead and do one for the Kuma as well. If you're interested in watching any of the previous Tier 4 ship reviews that I've put together, please feel free to click the card that's in the top right hand corner of the screen, and that'll take you to the ship review playlist. The Kuma is a really nice ship, and it's fun to play at Tier 4. It has a nice complement of guns and torpedoes, which makes the gameplay somewhat interesting. In previous videos, I failed to really mention the strength of the torpedoes, but I think for the Kuma I am going to make note of it because 7-kilometer torpedoes are pretty nice to have. Okay, so I'm going to start this off with the hit point comparison between the Karl, the Kuma, and the Phoenix. The Kuma packs the biggest punch with regards to survivability and hit points. Now, when I say survivability, I don't necessarily mean armor as it does with other ships. All three of those ships don't have any armor really to speak of. But the Kuma does have 24,200 hit points, whereas the Phoenix has 24,000, and the Karl only has 22,700 hit points. The gun range for the Kuma comes in second. It has a 12.4 kilometer gun range, whereas the Phoenix is first place with 13.7. and the Karl struggles at 11.7. The spot detection on this ship is fairly decent, so what you want to do when you find yourself in a higher tier match is you want to refrain from shooting your guns in close distance on the enemy higher tier cruisers. When you're within your gun range, you still won't be spotted, and when you start firing, that's when you'll be spotted, but at least you can shoot at them and they can still shoot at you. Now, the Kuma has the best rate of fire. It shoots 10 rounds per minute, which is pretty fast for a cruiser. When you couple that with the fact that it can shoot 6 guns from the broadside, that is pretty potent for a Tier 4 ship. On top of that, this game likes to give the Japanese ships the best Aichi damage from what I've noticed, and the Kuma is no different. The Kuma comes in first place for Aichi damage at 2,400, whereas the Phoenix is 2,200, and the Karl is only 1,800. In this game, Japanese ships usually have a higher chance to start a fire than ships from other nationalities. This is a little bit different with the Kuma, and I think that's because it has such a high rate of fire that Wargaming wanted to put in some balance. So the Kuma comes in last for the Tier 4 ships at 10%, but when you figure that it's got 6 guns and it's got the highest rate of fire, that's actually not that bad. Now, the Kuma comes in as the worst AP ammunition, and I also want to point out that it's a 140 mil gun, so it does not pack the punch of the Phoenix or the Karl. With the Karl doing 3,700 damage from AP, the Kuma only does 2,700 damage from AP, and that's quite a big difference. The turret traverse time for the Kuma comes in at 21.2, where the Phoenix is first place at 18, but the Kuma is still a good bit above the Karl, which is 25.7. The speed is fantastic on the Kuma, 34.5 knots versus the Phoenix at 35, and the Karl at 27.5. The Kuma boasts the best rudder shift time at 5.4 for its tier, but it also comes in at the worst for turning circle radius. So what does that mean? That means that the Kuma can make small adjustments fairly easily, but whenever it's going to try to do a hard turnout or do a circle in a tight little area, it's not going to perform as well as the other Tier 4 ships. Okay, so let's take a look at the Tier 4 summary table. Within this table, if the ship finished first place for its tier, then it was color-coded green. If it was second place for its tier, it was color-coded yellow. And if it finished last in its tier, there you go, it's red. When I look at this table, this is what I think. The Karl, predominantly an AP spammer. The Kuma, predominantly an HE spammer. And the Phoenix has a little bit more flexibility with regards to if you want to use HE or AP. For the most part, if I'm point blank on another cruiser, I'm still going to be shooting AP regardless of the ship that I'm in because I need to get those citadels. Okay, so what's not in this table, and that's torpedoes. Now, in the previous reviews, I did not really mention the torpedoes, but the Kuma has the longest range for the torpedoes at 7 kilometers, which is pretty significant because sometimes when you're doing the island play, you're going to find yourself in situations where you can drop torps and then kind of turn out at no risk to yourself and still get hits. This is a lot tougher to do with the Phoenix. And the Karlsruhe, yes, it has 6 kilometer torps, but I still found myself thinking, man, I wish I had another kilometer. It's just how things tend to pan out when I'm in games. A lot of struggling cruiser players try to force their torpedo launchers, and what they end up doing is they end up turning broadside and exposing all their citadels, and they get crushed. How you should use the Kuma's torpedoes is around islands, so if you see a ship that's coming around an island, launch those 7-kilometer torps, and then turn out and do not expose those citadels on your ship. Okay, so let's get to some gameplay. For this one, we're in a Battle Tier 4 match. We have Bad Sparky and his Tier 4 American cruiser, the Phoenix, and we have Steel Reserve from the Steelcast 27 and his Tier 4 Kuma. On top of all that, we have Drinking 24/7, who's in the TeamSpeak channel with us, but not divisioned up.
Oh, we got airplanes right above us. That's awesome. I'm detected, so there's a destroyer out there somewhere. Are you detected, Pete?
Not yet.
Interesting. I'm not detected now because I'm behind the island.
Now I will be. Oh, I don't even have that skill.
Oh. We've got Clemson, Wakataki, Durkee, Jerky, Durkee.
So as you all saw there, I got a fire, but what that really does is it doesn't really give me all that much taste. The first fire that you get just makes someone burn their repair kit generally. Some battleship captains like to wait till they get 2 fires. I know Steel Reserve has said that if you're under constant threat, that's the best move to make. I think he used it here in this case, though.
Victor Mach Kawach. No much.
So much. Watch.
Oh, those are good torps on a throttle game in 10
Did you drop those?
No, that's just carrier torps. Oh man, I'm so behind him. It's not even freaking funny.
Oh man, yeah, we got to turn out. We're too fast for our own good. Oh, dang it. Thought he was heading south.
That's a citadel. Take that.
Oh, nice, dude. Good shooting.
Woo! Yeesh, I am precariously close to this island, and I'm getting citadeled! No! No!
So what I see coming down the pipe is there's a battleship that's heading straight south towards me. Now that means that I want to remain in this area and use that landmass to protect myself from any shots. What I'm going to try to do is turn my ship sideways, of course not being shot by the battleship because the landmass is protecting me, drop some torpedoes around the edge of that landmass, and then get out of there before the battleship can shoot at me. That's the plan, at least.
Problem solved, sir.
It's called sonar, buddy. That's awesome. You gotta love the sonar. The Kuma seems to be really good at taking out destroyers because it's got a real hot rate of fire, and then as I mentioned before, it's got that hard-hitting HE round. So you have sonar, good maneuverability, fast rate of fire, hard-hitting HE. It's the perfect match to take out a destroyer. I think if you asked that dude, he'd say the same thing. And so here we go. This is what I was talking about. You're dropping the torpedoes on the battleship that's coming around the edge of the island. He can't shoot at you. He's in trouble. Now look at this. You talk about wanting a fast reload on your torpedoes. Here comes a battleship right at me, point blank range. I would love to drop torpedoes right here. And here we go. Those torpedoes are hitting, and they wreck that battleship. There goes another destroyer. This ship is just amazing. And check out this fast torpedo reload. Now right here, I don't want to shoot my guns at the guy that I just dropped torps on because I don't want to make him change his course in any way. Of course, now that battleship died, and my only shot is at the guy that I dropped the torpedoes on. At this point, though, the torpedoes have already been in the water for a while, so there's not much he can do.
Crap. Ooh, test. Oh, breached. Not test, not test. This is so not test. So many destroyers. I can't hit you.
Now I'm trying to play a little mind game. I'm heading at the battleship that I want to torp, but I'm shooting at the battleship that I don't want to torp. Why? Because I don't want to scare him off and have him turn away.
You can't get away from me. Oh, Pete, you're going for the suicides?
Yeah.
They're gonna work?
I
I'm
hope
afraid
so.
to look.
I hope they're strong enough. On me.
Yes, they are. Got high caliber.
We've destroyed an enemy battleship. Problem solved, sir.
This guy doesn't even have turrets facing me. I'm just gonna sit here broadside and get tased.
Where's Sparky? I haven't heard Sparky in a while. Sparky's still alive.
So now we're in this situation where it's a chase for taste. I'm trying to find the aircraft carrier that's somewhere up north and maximize the amount of damage and kills I can get in the match. And because I'm in the fast Kuma, all that's possible.
Where are you, carrier? Oh, yeah.
Coach
Yes,
shows us.
taste.
Wiki is going to be looking for some taste. He's 7 clicks out right now.
Feed me taste.
Confederate?
I think you got Confederate too.
Oh, really? It's taste.
We both got confetti. What about you, Sparky?
No, no.
Oh my god, what the fuck have I done? Have I done? Get me off this fucking rock. Have I done?
Is this guy going backwards?
Yeah.
He is.
He's got torps inbound. Oh, there's my Confederate. I didn't have it.
Ha ha!
That's a taste.
How about you, sir? Damn, I had a good match. We all had a good match.
That's awesome.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 kills.
Holy crap.
Oh, my Lord. Jesus.
Dude. That's a test. I hope that you all enjoyed the video. If you did like the video, please click the like button. And if you're interested in receiving updates as new videos are posted to the channel, please feel free to subscribe. I'm generally divisioned up with Steel Reserve. Steel Reserve has his own YouTube channel with a very unique series that I enjoy titled History in Combat. I definitely recommend stopping by his channel and checking those videos out. And as always, thanks for watching the test.